Most people believe yoga is for everyone. But what if that is not true? What if yoga is actually only for highly intelligent people? Not intelligent in the way schools measure intelligence, not IQ, not degrees, but a completely different kind of intelligence. The intelligence to observe your own mind. And here is the uncomfortable truth. Millions of people practice yoga, but only a few people actually transform. Why does this happen? Today we will explore a truth about yoga that very few people talk about. And by the end of this video, you will clearly know one thing. Whether you are truly ready for yoga or not. Look around you. You may know someone who has practiced yoga for years. Meditation, breathing, spiritual books. But something about them never changes. They still react with anger. They still feel jealousy. They still feel restless and dissatisfied. Then there are a few rare people. They begin practicing yoga quietly, and slowly something deeply changes inside them. Their reactions become calmer. Their mind becomes sharper. Their presence becomes peaceful. So, what creates this difference? Is yoga powerful only for certain people? Or does yoga require something most people never develop? To understand this, we must go back to the origin of yoga itself. According to yogic tradition, the first teacher of yoga was Shiva himself. He shared this knowledge with Matsyendranath and Matsyendranath to Gorakshanath. In this tradition, yoga was never treated as exercise. Yoga was considered a science to explore what happens inside the human mind. But this exploration requires a very special ability. The ability to observe your own inner processes. And not everyone naturally develops this ability. And that is why yoga demands a certain kind of intelligence. Let me ask you something honestly. When anger appears inside you, do you notice it rising? When jealousy appears, do you observe it or do you justify it? Most people never observe their emotion. They simply react, automatically, unconsciously. Yoga begins only when you start observing your own mind. And observation requires inner intelligence. Not book knowledge, not academic success, but the intelligence to watch yourself clearly. Imagine two people learning yoga. Both attend the same class. Both sit for meditation. Both follow the same instructions. But inside them, something completely different happens. Person 1 sits silently, but their mind keeps wandering, thinking about work, thinking about money, thinking about problems. 30 minutes pass, nothing changes. Person 2 sits silently and begins noticing subtle changes. The rhythm of breath, the movement of thoughts, the rise and fall of emotions. This person begins observing the mind itself. And this is where yoga actually begins. A spiritual teacher was once asked a question: why do some people practice yoga for years but still show no change? The answer was simple: because they never use their mind properly. Yoga is not mechanical repetition. It's not about copying movements. Yoga is a process of conscious awareness. If awareness is missing, yoga becomes just another activity. But when awareness is present, yoga becomes a powerful transformation. Think about a simple question. Someone criticizes you. Immediately something happens inside. Your mind starts defending itself. You feel hurt. You feel angry. But a yogic mind does something different. Instead of reacting immediately, it observes. Why did this criticism hurt me? What belief inside me got triggered? Why do I seek approval? This questioning is the beginning of inner intelligence. And yoga strengthens this intelligence. Here is something interesting. Many people believe spiritual teachers want thousands of followers. But historically, great yogis often refused many seekers. Why? Because spiritual techniques are powerful. But without the right mindset, they become meaningless. Imagine teaching advanced mathematics to someone who refuses to think. The formulas will not help. In the same way, yoga techniques only work for people who are ready to observe and understand themselves. So ask yourself honestly, why do you want yoga? To relax? To escape problems? To feel spiritual? Or to truly understand yourself? Because yoga is not an escape. Yoga is a mirror. It shows you everything inside you. Your fears, your ego, your attachments. And facing these honestly requires real courage and intelligence. Yoga requires 3 types of intelligence. First, self-observation. The ability to watch your thoughts and emotions without immediately reacting. Second, curiosity about your inner world. Most people are curious about others. Very few people are curious about their own mind. Third, radical honesty. The courage to see your own weaknesses without running away from them. Without these 3 qualities, yoga remains only a concept. With them, yoga becomes a path of transformation. This is why only a small percentage of people truly evolve through yoga. Not because yoga is difficult, but because looking within is difficult. The mind prefers distraction. Phones, entertainment, constant stimulation. But yoga asks something different. Sit silently, observe yourself, understand your mind. And this requires real intelligence. So the question is not whether yoga is powerful. The real question is something deeper. Are we willing to become intelligent enough to practice yoga sincerely? Because the moment you begin observing your mind honestly, yoga has already begun. And if this video made you reflect about yourself, then the journey has already started. In the next video, we will explore something even more surprising.